Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Samantha Dates.
And I'm Tristan Tamez. The 5 finalists for President of New Mexico State University will visit campus next week.
Each one will have an entire day to meet with faculty and staff as well as students. The faculty staff meetings will be from 10 till 10:50 in Atkins Recital Hall. Student meetings will be from 1:30 to 2:15 in various locations. Monday, February 26th, Wayne Jones, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at the University of New Hampshire. Tuesday, February 27th, Richard Williams, former President of Utah Tech University. Wednesday, February 28th, John Volin, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost of the University of Maine. Thursday, February 29th, Michael Galen, former Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas Tech University. Friday, March 1st, Austin Lane, Chancellor of Southern Illinois University. If you can't be there in person, you can join by Zoom. The future of New Mexico is a topic for a presentation next Thursday on campus.
It's called New Mexico's Demographic Outlook, Stagnant Growth and an Aging Population. New Mexico saw a steady increase until around 2010 when growth halted. Researchers say it's likely due to factors like poor public education, lack of good jobs, and high crime rate. The presentation will be February 29th at 4:30 p.m. at the Hardman and Jacobs Learning Center.
The New Mexico State University's Art Museum has the largest public collection of New Mexican retablos in the United States. One day you'll be able to see it online. The university is digitizing the entire collection. Retablos are religious images painted on tin plates and other materials. They have roots in European and Mexican art from the 16th to 18th centuries. They are typically on church altars and hold personal and spiritual importance. Many of the pieces are already on display at the NMSU Art Museum.
It's been pretty warm for February.
It has been. I personally can't complain, but Abigail is next with your first look at the weather.
Thanks, guys. Well, let's start off by looking at a live shot from the building we're in, Milton. Look, it's pointed to the Oregon Mountains, and as you can see tonight, it looks like pretty clear skies tonight as compared to yesterday where we had windy skies. Well, let's take a look at those current conditions. As we saw, we had clear skies, the temperature of 65 degrees, winds going west 10 miles per hour, humidity at 21%, dew point at 25, and a barometer at 29.82 degrees. Now, we had a high today of 68 degrees and a low of 40 degrees and an average of 66 degrees. Taking it back to 2017, we had a high of 76 degrees and in 1964, a low of 12 degrees. Now, today we had no rain, so that leaves our yearly rainfall at 0.62 inches. Now, that's all I have. Let's take it back to the desk for more news.
February is Black History Month, and NMSU is alive with celebration. This weekend, the Men of Color Initiative partnered with the NAACP of Las Cruces to showcase local black talent. The show included performances from jazz musicians, comedians, dancers, and poets. The theme was Bridging the Gap.
Yeah, we were looking to make sure that we were able to resonate with all ages, all demographics, and I thought it was important to have something for everybody, you know, and that is what this program was all about.
The Variety Show is just one of many Black History Month events on campus. Celebrations will continue through the month of February.
An FBI and U.S. Border Patrol task force recently arrested a Juarez woman in a raid at an El Paso motel. Authorities say she was a part of a case involving drug trafficking, mutilation killings, and the occult. Michelle Angelica Pineda, aka La Shelly, was wanted in Mexico for allegedly leading an ultra-violent gang crew. The 22-year-old woman is accused of taking part in 5 homicides in Mexico and is suspected of several others. Trial proceedings have begun for the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the film set of Rust. Hutchins died on October 2021 after a prop gun that Alec Baldwin was holding fired during a rehearsal. The movie's weapons supervisor is being tried on charges of involuntary manslaughter and tampering with evidence. Armorer Hannah Reed Gutierrez has pleaded not guilty, but she faces 18 months in prison and a $5,000 fine if convicted.
Stay tuned. Abigail will be back with your national weather forecast.
But first, the moon will be getting a surprise visit from an American spacecraft. More on that when News 22 continues.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Thursday,
where news matters. The Odysseus lunar lander is scheduled to touch down on the moon tomorrow. The unscrewed lander, developed by NASA and Houston-based Intuitive Machines, launched last Thursday. It will carry out experiments that could help with the future lunar landings mission, such as Artemis 3. If the mission is successful, the lander will be the first commercially built craft to ever reach the moon. NMSU's astronomy department invites you to learn about space while enjoying a beer. The event is called Astronomy on Tap, and it is a way for astronomers to come from around the world to connect with and teach their local communities about astronomy, all while enjoying a nice drink. Thursday's event was held at the Boneyard Cantina. The theme, Mission to Probe Uranus, hosted by Dr. Steve Markham. If you'd like, you can learn more
to a type of planet that seems to exist all over the galaxy, but isn't in our solar system for some reason. So we have no good ways to understand these planets up close, except for by, going to them. And Uranus isn't an exact analog to them, but it's the closest thing we have.
If you'd like to learn more, you can visit astronomyontap.org to learn more about future events. Now, we haven't seen a lot of rain here in Las Cruces.
But do you think we'll see any rain elsewhere, Abigail?
Yeah, we will see some rain across the U.S. next week, but taking a look at tonight's forecast, as you can see, a pretty cool night. Temperatures in the 30s, 20 degrees here in the southwest. Phoenix, pretty hot at 51 degrees. Albuquerque at 30 degrees, and El Paso at 45 degrees. Now, taking a look at my next map, we're taking a look at these thunderstorms where it will happen in the Great Plains, and these areas will experience hotter temperatures and moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. Now, taking a look at my next map, this will happen on Tuesday, Fort Smith, St. Louis, and on Wednesday night, taking a look at my next map and last map, this will expand from the east to the southeast on Wednesday and Wednesday night. That is all I have. I'll be back with your local temperatures for more after the break. Welcome back. Let's take a look at those local temps. Farmington right now at 48 degrees, Socorro at 58, here in Las Cruces 65 degrees, and Deming at 63. Now tomorrow, Farmington will see 59 degrees, Socorro 61 degrees, Albuquerque 59. We'll see here in Las Cruces temperature of 69 degrees and Deming at 68. Alamogordo tonight we'll see a low of 39 and some cloudy skies. Tomorrow a high of 66 and cloudy skies. Truth or Consequences, we'll see a low of 38 degrees, cloudy skies again, cloudy skies tomorrow as well, and a high of 65 degrees. Now Silver City, a low of 33 degrees, cloudy skies tomorrow, sunny skies, and a high of 60 degrees. Here in Las Cruces, we'll see tonight a low of 40 and cloudy skies, a high of 69, and partly sunny skies. That's all. Let's take it back to the desk for more news.
Let's take a look at our top stories.
The 5 finalists for President of New Mexico State will be on campus next week to meet with the students and faculty. NMSU is celebrating Black History Month with various local talents and presentations, and NMSU's astronomy department invited students and locals to learn about space while enjoying a nice cold beer. NMSU students love to celebrate holidays, and that certainly includes Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, a couple weeks ago, the Chicano programs at NMSU hosted an event to celebrate friendship and love where you can make a card to your favorite person. Students also shared traditional Mexican snacks and enjoyed great music.
I love that there's love in the air, friendship. I love hearts, obviously. I love pink. I love that people, for most of the part, are usually happy. I haven't seen anyone crying yet, so I love that about Valentine's Day. I just love the overall spirit of it.
Everyone went home with a handmade card for their special someone. Make sure to follow at NMSU Chicanx on Instagram for upcoming events. Now let's take a look at that 5-day forecast.
Looking at 5-day forecast, you'll see partly sunny skies, highs in the 70s and 80s, and lows in the 40s and 50s. That's all I have. Let's take it back to the desk.
That's all for
And that's all for News 22 Thursday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow for more news. I'm Samantha Dates.
And I'm Tristan Tamez, and from the whole News 22 team, Sam, Abigail, and myself, good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Bienvenidos a las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. Mi nombre es Aira Sánchez y es un gusto volver a saludarlos. Los 5 finalistas para presidente de la Universidad Estatal de Nuevo México visitarán el campus la próxima semana. Cada uno de ellos dispondrá de un día entero para reunirse con el personal, así como con los estudiantes. Las reuniones con el personal docente serán de 10 a 10:50 en la sala de recitales Atkinson. Lunes de la próxima semana, Wayne Jones, rector y vicepresidente de Asuntos Académicos de la Universidad de New Hampshire. Martes, Richard Williams, expresidente de la Universidad Utah Tech. Miércoles, John Bolin, vicepresidente ejecutivo de Asuntos Académicos y rector de la Universidad de Maine. Jueves, Michael Gallion es rector y vicepresidente de Asuntos Académicos de la Universidad Texas Tech. Y viernes, Austin Lane, rector de la Universidad del Sur de Illinois. Este sería el 12º presidente desde el año 2000. Febrero es el mes de la historia negra y NMSU conmemora este mes con eventos especiales. Este fin de semana, la iniciativa para hombres de color se asoció con la NAACP de las Cruces para mostrar el talento negro local. El espectáculo incluyó actuaciones de músicos de jazz, comediantes, bailarines y poetas. El tema fue Acortando las distancias. Se le extiende una invitación a los Aggies a unirse a las celebraciones restantes del mes de la historia negra. Eso fue todo por mi parte, gracias por acompañarnos y les deseo un buen fin de semana.